Nothing could have prevented the slaying of Tamara Wilson-Seidle on a street in Asbury Park on June 16, 2015, despite the fact that a police officer was on the corner of that street dealing with a car accident at the time. The shooting happened in explosive and chaotic fashion, and right after crashing into her car, her ex-husband, Neptune Sergeant Philip Seidle, got out immediately and fired rounds into her car, 8 of them, that most likely killed her within seconds or minutes of that first volley of 2 shots.
That Tamara was most likely killed within seconds to minutes of that first salvo of gunshots. That was concurred with by the medical examiner's office. And if you think about it just objectively, without any experience to this, 8 shots from a .40 caliber Glock at point blank range through the driver's side, 2 in the head, 2 in the side, 1 puncturing the lung. Those, unfortunately, were the kill shots. They were the lethal shots that caused Tamara Seidle to die.
Even when the second volley happened, officers were not in position to take aim at Seidle, and when he put that gun to his head, under the guidelines that the Attorney General has established, they weren't able to shoot him either. What did we learn today? It was an hour-and-a-half long presentation by acting Monmouth County Prosecutor Christopher Gramaccioni that detailed his report with video on the scene. What else we learned was that 911 operators that day handled the calls appropriately, giving the time that they had to deal with the matter. Also, the prosecutor said Neptune Township Police Department, despite 7 calls related to possible domestic violence over a 20-year period, handled Seidle correctly. They even went above and beyond in disarming him after a 2012 suspension, even though under the Attorney General guidelines, they were not required to. What else we learned is this. Gramaccioni has released sweeping changes with regard to how police departments in Monmouth County are going to handle domestic violence allegations against officers from here on. For the Asbury Park Press and APP.com, this is Ken Serrano.
Attached to that, we did a name search. Yeah, it was like apartment D Delta. Okay. Right, that's the Collier. So several units here. I know they have a little bit of
Drop that gun, Phil!
That's right, units where the shots fired.
He had a gun to his head. Oh, he got the gun! He got the gun, Carl! He got the gun! Run! Oh my God! Where's he at? Where's he?
Charlie, Regis,
Hey, Phil! Will, please drop the gun, Phil! Phil, I'm not going to... Hey, come here, y'all! Come here! Hit right there! Hit that!
Charlie, this one for me. Where did you stop there? Unbeatable.
Get back! Phil, let's go! My bad, bro.
It's a shootout on Sewell Avenue. What, somebody got the gun pointed?
Yeah, the white guy. The white ball guy.
The white ball guy got a gun pointed at his head. It's a shootout on Sewell Avenue. We live right now. We about to witness. The white girl was just saved. Somebody was shot in the car already. We live on Sewell Avenue. He shot a lady in the car. What did he shoot?
Dude, there's a shootout up here. Dude's got a gun. There's a dude's got a gun to his head. Cops are coming. They shot.
Dude got a gun to his head. He done bust himself. He clapping. He clapping. I'm getting back.
He just shot.
He just killed somebody right.
Children of murdered Tamara Wilson-Seidle file federal lawsuit. 2 years to the day that Tamara Wilson-Seidle was shot to death on an Asbury Park street by her ex-husband, Neptune Police Sergeant Philip Seidle, their 9 children have filed a federal lawsuit. The suit blames Neptune Township Police, Asbury Park Police and the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office, as well as Philip Seidle for her death. We have reason to believe that the Neptune Police knew much more than has been indicated about the violence being perpetrated against Tamara by Philip Seidle than has been provided to the public, said Shelley L. Stangler, the attorney representing the family. Based on that knowledge, we have alleged that Neptune Township, along with the prosecutor, failed to properly discipline Seidle, failed to keep him disarmed, wrongfully reinstated him and allowed him to continue to use his service weapon, which he ultimately did use to kill Tamara Seidle. Seidle, who was off duty at the time of the shooting and had their 7-year-old daughter in the front seat of his Honda Pilot SUV, pursued his ex-wife during a high-speed chase, crashing on Sewell Avenue near Ridge Avenue. Using his service weapon, and as his daughter watched from the front seat, Seidle fired 2 barrages of bullets from his police-issued .40 caliber Glock pistol. Authorities said Wilson-Seidle likely died almost instantly at the scene. Seidle held police at bay for nearly 20 minutes as he put the gun to his head and shouted he was fed up with his ex-wife and their divorce proceedings. Seidle soon surrendered, however, and was taken into custody. He pleaded guilty to aggravated manslaughter on September 29, 2016, and is serving a 30-year prison term at New Jersey State Prison in Trenton. Because the first barrage from Seidle happened so fast, a matter of seconds after the crash, Monmouth County Prosecutor Christopher J. Gramichnai said later that his office's investigation found that police could not have prevented her death. You can view a video of the release of the prosecutor's findings above this story. However, he did find that certain procedures were not followed by police at the scene and recommend discipline for 2 officers who responded to the scene. One of the disciplined officers was Asbury Park Police Captain Marshawn Love, who was a neighbor of the Seidles. Love is listed as a possible defendant in the lawsuit filed by the Seidle family. Gramichnai said that Love should have assumed command at the scene. Instead, Love drove the Seidle's 7-year-old daughter to the Asbury Park police station.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.